Hello. Welcome to another video from 10x Investor Education. So this is my fifth video on Accugen. First couple of videos have hours of coverage, very deep dive. So last Friday after hours, after Accugen went up by 60%, I released another video. So telling what is causing this upside or exploding. So that wasn't very deep dive, but today's video is very deep dive, multiple reasons. So over the weekend, I got time to go through a lot of SEC filings, all the latest news, analyst reports, and also I am in Discords, StockVids, Reddit, forums, subreddits, Twitter. So I went through thousands of messages. I'm trying to summarize here what is happening with Accugen price and why it is going up, and I will also show you what I am thinking about the stock and potential target price. Okay, so this is not an advice to buy or sell. Purely summarizing, I am a long-term investor. As I said, I bought Accugen stock around 50-60 cents a long time ago. I am still owning 80% of the stock. So for you, whether you want to own, buy new, don't take it as an advice, but please look at the whole summary of information and see what you think. Okay, so India has so far supplied its Covaxin COVID-19 vaccine to 15 countries. Okay, and another 25 countries are in queue at different levels. So for every of the statements, I have an article I will show you next part of my video. So 15 countries it has supplied, and there are 25 other countries waiting because India has a lot of population. So it is a kind of a marketing, so that if they can supply to a lot of countries and get confidence, then people within India will be more self-confident. Okay, that's another way of marketing this vaccine. So that is happening. Even though India doesn't have enough supplies of Covaxin itself, it is actually selling to a lot of other countries. And for especially if US is approved, they are not going to supply to US. So Accugen has to work with another company for manufacturing and tie up, and then they have to manufacture in US. Bharat Biotech will supply all the technology. So about 15 countries and 25 nations in the queue. It is not coming from me. It is External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar told yesterday in the news. So, okay. So one thing you need to understand is Accugen Covaxin is not mRNA technology. So while Moderna, Pfizer, these vaccines are mRNA, they were only tested at above age and 18 above. So basically no kids, no teenagers. Whereas Covaxin is tested on age above 12 and above. Okay. So right now phase 3, there are a lot of sites they are conducting these tests, and phase 3 results from these tests are concluded and being sent to the company Bharat Biotech, and they will consolidate the results and give it in few weeks, which is in March. So the reason why I am telling is right now Covaxin also starting, they are not started yet, but they getting approval from Government of India to do this trial test for kids between age 2 and 12. So which means 99% I'm sure they'll get approval to do it, which means they are ahead of lot of other vaccine companies for kids. Okay. So if I am a father of like 10 years, 8 years old kids, so I would prefer an inactivated vaccine like Covaxin, Sinovac, which is proven, same technology proven for years and decades, rather than mRNA technology. It's not that I'm against mRNA, it is just that my comfort, this is proven technology. I don't know the side effects in next 5-10 years, because remember FDA is only emergency UEA, emergency authorization. Okay, so this is no vaccine got general approval, which means they do not know these long-term results for years. So whereas all the vaccines that are made in China, Russia and India, they are based in old technology where they have been manufacturing for years a lot of vaccines. Okay, so end of the day, so I prefer, like, inactivated technology rather than RNA technology. So that could be major driving factor for Covaxin, because if you look at here, vaccines in Russia and China, they don't even care getting approval in USA because they have to serve a lot of population. So whereas Bharat Biotech approach is different. So that's why I'll get into the details of each article here. Okay, so what is happening for last, okay, so when just 4 days back, Bharat Biotech and Ocugen has an agreement. So the thing is, it will transfer the knowledge and the data to Ocugen. Ocugen came up with a board and they are working, actually they are in talks with FDA to get approval. Obviously they cannot file approval until they get phase 3 data from Bharat Biotech. So remember, phase 3, okay, that is the most important thing here. You see thousands of messages in Reddit's Discords. Lot of these messages are just momentum, as very speculative. Okay, 90% of the people, they don't know what they are doing, but they have been buying thousands of stocks, as assuming that it will go up. Okay, so the summary of these people thinking, I'm summarizing it here. Okay, the reason they are saying this, because hey, look at Novaxin before phase 3 data and after phase 3. So when Novaxin recently, Novavax is one of the, Novavax is one of the highest performing stock last year in 2020. It had 3000% returns compared to even Neo, more than Neo. So when January 28th, when Novavax actually announced the phase 3 results, the stock was trading at $120 or $130. So as soon as they announced results, that day stock went up by $80. Now it is trading on $290. So it is kind of a FOMO that is triggering people to buy into this stock, because what they're saying is, hey, I bought Moderna at 10, Novavax at 4, and I'm still holding it. This is going to go to $50, $100, whatever. I mean, 100 is ridiculous, because right now you have to look at the market cap. So Ocugen market cap is hitting around $1 billion already. So if you are taking 100 means $10 billion. So is Ocugen worth $10 billion? You have to think practically. But the problem is, not many people think this practically. So I'm not saying it will not going to hit $100. What I'm saying is, you have to think the overall, the value. Okay, so Novavax is still $20 billion company. So none of these vaccines companies are at $100 billion. So the reason why when people in the forum say it will get $100, $200, it's a relative based on the number of stocks you own. Okay, so you have to look at the market cap, not the price of the stock. So the summary is in these messages. So a lot of people are buying thousands of stocks, and their thing is, this is going to big time. So phase 3 results March, so they don't want to wait until phase 3 results, because they know if phase 3 results is good, they cannot catch the boat, as simple as that. Okay, and reason is, if you look at in this video, I'm going to show S filings, basically S13G it's called. So companies that are acquiring Covaxin, Ocugen stock, and companies selling the stock, I will go through those filings, and also I will go through a lot of these messages from these forums. But end of the day, it is driven by individual investors. A lot of these investors are pumping, some of them are pumping like close to $500,000 to the stock. So whereas some institutional investors like BlackRock, they own like 5 million stocks. So they actually sold off 50% of it. The reason is because if I'm a portfolio manager, if I bought the stock at 30 cents, if stock goes to $8, I would take some profit. So they are supposed to do that, because exactly GameStop happened. A lot of individual investors, they are holding the stock, whereas a lot of mutual funds, they sold off the stock, closed the position, they took hundreds of millions of dollars of profit with them. So this is going to happen while individual investors may keep buying. Some of the new institutional investors will buy, and at the same time some existing will take profit. But at this point there is not major institutional buying going on. We don't know that information clearly until next week more S13 filing happens. So we have to look at the data. Okay, so the price is going to be very volatile until phase 3 results in March. So so that's the reason why I said phase 3, and people don't want to wait for phase 3 results, or they just want to jump the boat. Okay, so as part of, so this is all coming from the SEC filings, and I will show those filings actually that happened last week. Okay, so I'm going to read the summary bits from this. As part of participation to develop Covaxin, the US Accugen has begun discussions with FDA and also BARDA, which is a Biomedical Advanced Research Development Authority, which gives them the emergency approval. So the company also in discussion with US manufacturers to produce a significant number of Covaxin doses to support immunization program in the US. So this is the lines copied as is from their SEC filings. So what it means is, first of all, Accugen doesn't have a factory to make any of these vaccines. Okay, so it is the IP, intellectual property, coming from Bharat Biotech to Accugen. So it's up to the responsibility of Accugen to work with manufacturers in US and then type with an agreement. So in next couple of weeks, because it doesn't need to be FDA approved to make all these agreements. Okay, so in next couple of weeks, if Accugen can get a manufacturer sign agreement to make this vaccine, that will be huge factor for stock price. Okay, which tells you that the companies that are going to manufacture in US has very confidence that this vaccine gets approved, and then they are ready to spend millions in manufacturing, because remember, end of the day, even the FDA approved, if they are not sell in US, that's not going to make the money. So this end of the day, it's more contracts that Accugen can make in next couple of weeks. That is a potential for the stock price to go up. Okay, so there is a lot of process in getting FDA approval. Okay, so FDA approval is not straightforward. So far only Pfizer, Moderna got approval, and J&J, Johnson and also Novavax are filing to get approval. AstraZeneca, which has been doing for a long time, they got approval in EU, India, lot of other countries, but they haven't got approval in US because their data is being scrutinized in US a lot. Okay, so there is a difference between how these approvals happens in USA versus by FDA versus other countries. For example, if you take UK, so UK doesn't have independent committee. Actually, they look at a lot of the company's data to conclude and then whether say it's effective or not. Okay, so that's exactly happened in India too. So whereas FDA, so these data need to be published in journals, and then the peer review comments has to be obtained in journals, and independent advisory committee which reviews this data sets from FDA and drug companies. So it's a combination of independent committee, FDA look at all this, and then based on the committee's approval. So if the that is how happened. So most of committees are approved this Pfizer and Moderna. That's how they got approved. Okay, so it's not purely FDA decision. Okay, so there is a lot of scrutiny. Even for AstraZeneca vaccine, they are scrutinizing a lot of data that they are showing, and they are asking more information from AstraZeneca to get more data. So it's not straightforward. Okay, but there are a lot of positives in Covaxin where they can high chances they might give FDA approval if Accugen can get passed through a lot of scrutiny. Okay, so another thing is Accugen has been trading more than $1. They got NASDAQ compliance a while back, and also Accugen stock doesn't have options. So based on how it is trading, they might pass requirements to get options because they have been trading more than $1 for a long time, and also they have a certain market cap, and also they have a lot of volume going on. So they might get options also soon, which actually increases the volatility of the stock. So in summary, I will show articles in the other part of the video. In summary, it is going to be very volatile. So I'm not advising to buy or sell or anything. I'm not selling my stock, I'm holding it because phase 3 results is what it is going to be. And I will tell you how I'm going to trade, because reasons is lot of the stocks I put trail stop. Okay, I do not put limit orders. So you need to understand what is a limit order, what is a trail stop order by percentage. So you need to understand the range it fluctuates. Based on the trail stop, you can get more percentage of return than actually putting a limit order. So hold on, I'm not going to sell the stock. At the same time, I'm not advised to buy or sell any of the stock. Okay, so talk to your independent advisor before making any decision. This is not advice. In this video, I am only summarizing what I am thinking about Accugen stock and what is the research happening around it. I will go through the SEC filings in both positive and negative articles in this video, and up to you to decide what to do with this thing. So this is the article I was talking about, 25 countries in queue for made in India COVID-19 vaccine. J. Shankar. India has so far supplied COVID-19 vaccine to 15 countries, and another 25 nations are in queue at different levels for the jab. External Affairs Minister Jay Shankar said on Saturday. He said there are three categories. Okay, this is the latest news, guys. Okay, last Saturday. He said there are three categories of countries which are keen to get vaccine from India: poor, price sensitive nations, and other countries which directly deal with pharmaceutical companies that make the antidote. So basically they are saying there are a lot of poor countries for which they cannot get Pfizer or Moderna for months, even for a year maybe. So these countries, they need a vaccine right now, and a lot of these countries depend on India. So India is tying up with a lot of other countries to manufacture this vaccine at a larger scale and supply and sell it. So this is a really good news. Okay, so this is, I would like to, this is most important article here today. Reasons why the analyst gave the price targets that they thought $4 to $8. So if you look at here, okay, so HC Wainwright analyst Swaim Pakula Ramakant says the vaccine has qualities which are set apart from competition. Okay, so first of all, in my first Accugen video, I talked about this analyst. Okay, he has pretty good rating if you look at in tip ranks, but he has been wrong to multiple times. So when Accugen stock initially was at $2 last year, 2 years back, so he said has been buy, but the stock price went all the way to 50 cents. So I do not believe what this analyst says. I just have to go with phase 3 results, which I think will be very positive. Even 60% or 70% efficacy rate is pretty good for it to get FDA approval, as long as there are no negative side effects, major side effects of the vaccine. So compared to COVID-19 vaccines currently authorized, emergency authorization, Covaxin could induce more broad immunity targeting multiple viral proteins potentially. Okay, so everything is a might, more, right? Potentially. So you carefully watch these words. Nobody is saying, they are just speculating at this point. Potentially resulting in better protection against emergent mutant viruses such as UK and South African variants, the 5-star analyst noted. Additionally, Covaxin only requires a standard vaccine storage temperature compared to more stringent storage requirements of mRNA vaccines. So this could strengthen the arsenal to fight against a pandemic. Accugen is already in talks with FDA and BARDA to map out the path for Harvard successful EUA. So we need to understand is, so you should not believe in what happens in these forums. You have to understand, because these analysts looking at the SEC filings and talking to the companies directly, based on their talkings, they are giving the ratings. Okay, so that's exactly the reason why they see the potential. So given the direct need of COVID-19 vaccine, Ramakant believes that should be the India phase 3 study display more than 50% success rate. I would bet like it will be more than 50% success rate. Okay, so I will go through their current results from phase 2. There is a possibility the FDA could make an unprecedented move and grant Covaxin emergency approval. Therefore, so again it's a possibility. Okay, so lot of Indian buts. Therefore, the analysts summed up, we believe Covaxin has potential to deliver significant upside in next 6 to 12 months. As a result, Ramakant upgraded Accugen rating from neutral hold to buy with a 4.5 price target. Okay, so after this price target, another analyst from Roth Capital gave a price target of $8. Ramakant colleagues back up his call, as all three other recent Accugen reviews say buy. Accugen strong buy census ratings backed by $4.36 rating. Okay, so this is the reasons why the analyst giving. Okay, so they are saying there are a lot of positives and it might get an approval, and based that potential they are giving upgrading. Okay, so but if you look at here, this I follow Reddit, Discord, StockWedge and a lot of other things, Twitter. So there are thousands of people, and these people have grown up in last couple of days joining these Reddit subreddits. So there are like 100 people in here just few days back. There are like, there are subreddits just purely on Accugen stock. 3,000 people here, 1,000 people here, 4,000 people here. All these forums, they are pumping up the stock. Okay, so for right now it doesn't matter if institutional investors are pumping or not. If these people are pumping, the stock price is going to go up. The summary of these people they are saying is basically positive. They are saying, hey, I bought Moderna, I bought Novavax at $4. I'm going to hold this stock. I'm not going to miss the boat. As simple as that. They are fear, FOMO. They're not thinking anything. They think it's going to go to $50 or $100. They don't want to sell the stock. That's the reason the stock is getting pumped. Okay, so they saw the analyst ratings and they're following every news, and that's how they are pumping the stock. So if you look at here, so this is Accugen and this is a Smart Score tip ranks. It used to be like at here, and then slowly every week it's going up. It is now at 10. So if you look at the more details here, so okay, insider activity have been buying, analyst rating strong buy, news sentiment very bullish. Okay, so this is not up to date because this is just a few days behind, because they don't consider last week's that happened momentum. So last 12-month momentum is 900, very close, very high. So strong buy for analysts, and the ratings are anywhere between. You cannot consider this rating because this is doesn't include, this is very old rating, at least based on 3 ratings, anywhere between 4 and 8, and these are like few days back ratings. So corporate insider activity has been positive, and CFO also has been buying. So hedge fund activity is negative. This is for sure, because a lot of institutions are taking profit because it went up by almost 2000%. News sentiment is the bullish positive, because every news that coming of this is very positive. Okay, this is one of the main positive for the stock price to go up, and you can look at a lot of news articles. So investor sentiment is very positive, again is the highest possible. Okay, so what you need to understand is nobody can understand every message what there's happening. So this is tip ranks is kind of artificial intelligence. They look at every data from all this Seeking Alpha, all these forums. They understand how the rating of the stock can be impacted based on how individual investor sentiment is. So this is at a consolidated level. This tells you, is it really in a positive momentum or negative momentum. Okay, so the people who bought Accugen So those are the people who bought these stocks also. Okay, so these are very momentum investors. They go on their guts, and also they buy based on very lot of, I would say, penny stocks. Okay, so remember, even NIO was a penny stock like 1.5 years back. Zomedica doubled almost in last 2-3 days. Sorrento Therapeutics, very high potential vaccine stock. So not vaccine, but at least antibody stock. Bingo went up by 1000% in last 2 months. I own Bingo, Fuel Cell, lot of NIO, lot of these companies, because that tells you the people who own Accugen own a lot of these stocks. If you go and look at it, lot of among penny stocks, they went up by anywhere between 100 to 500% in last 2 months. So the people who are buying the stock is again in that average range is around 35 years, and so this is bullish, bearish. Okay, so this is the summary on TipRanks, what's happening, and as I said, this doesn't include the last week's activity that is going to take a while. So this is highest possible right now. Okay, so if you look at here, this is Fintel S filings. 13F means, okay, so this is Accugen again. So this is Accugen, okay, SEC filings. So if you look at here, BlackRock reduced their, almost they sold 2.5 million stocks, used to have 5 million, because they took huge profit. Whereas if within last 3-4 days, lot of new institutions are starting to accumulate. Okay, so if you look at February 5th, so you will get more of this data next week, and I expect to see a lot more companies actually buying into the stock. So this is another one that you need to look into. So this is what, when I said Novavax, this is when January 28th they announced their phase 3 results, $137, stock went up by $80 that day, which is 60% up, and then it kept on going phase 3. So the people in these forums, they don't want to miss this boat, so they are buying in here instead of buying here. Okay, so this is another article, Covaxin to be tested in toddlers as young as 2 years old. So they are waiting for approval from the government, which they expected to get once they start testing on toddlers from age 2, which is a big achievement. I don't think mRNA vaccines, they have guts to do anything like this in near future. They are still testing age 12 and above. So mRNA vaccines getting to toddlers, I don't see it happening next, for a long time. So okay, so this is the most important thing. This is SEC recent filings as long as last week. So this is, need to understand what is the potential for this Accugen stock. So this, we know the company management. I'm not going to cover anything of this one. I'm directly going to go what is their plan for Covaxin. Okay, so if you look at here, why Covaxin? So this is the main chart you need to understand. Easy to stockpile, store and distribute, no doubt about this. Okay, Covaxin, this is the most important point, elicits a broad spectrum immune response. So this is based on phase 1, I think phase 2 results. If you look at here, 98.3% seroconversion. Okay, again, people understand this as vaccine effectiveness. Okay, seroconversion is not effectiveness. I see a lot of tweets flying around, oh, Moderna is 95, this is 98, this is not vaccine effective rate. You need to understand the difference between a seroconversion and a vaccine effectiveness. Okay, seroconversion is actually the amount of people that they are seeing antibodies in it. Okay, so 98.3 is still a lot. So which means people, if 100 people are given vaccine, 98 people got antibodies in it. Okay, so vaccine effectiveness, the way you measure is out of that 98 people, how many people did not get COVID. Okay, so if of that this 98 people, if 70 people did not get COVID and 20 people got COVID, which means tells you that 70% of people are protected and the effectiveness is 70%, not 98%. So So antibodies doesn't mean that you are protected. Okay, it's depend on how the antibodies you got it, how effective they are, and how powerful they are to not to get COVID. So you need to understand this is not vaccine effectiveness. There are multiple things the way you measure vaccine effectiveness. Seroconversion is only one factor. They still have to release official phase 3 results with effectiveness rating to show that what is this is 50 or 70% or 80% effectiveness the vaccine. Okay, so Covaxin is based on Provent technology platform, inactivated virus, and this is how most of the vaccines are made: influenza, polio, rabies, and other vaccine. So, and Bharat Biotech is not small company. They have been making these vaccines for more than 10 years, and usually a lot of people think government did it in hasty, but Bharat Biotech typically gets approval after phase 2. So each country is different. So FDA US is phase 3, and this data need to be published independent committee. So it is a severe scrutiny of the data, whereas India, lot of these vaccines gets based on phase 2 and interim phase 3 results. That's exactly the reason why they got approval. So okay, includes T1 cell mediated immunity response. Okay, so this is again the comparing between Covaxin spike protein versus mRNA. Okay, so this is again they are comparing how Pfizer got emergency approval in USA in both, and whereas AstraZeneca did not get USA approval, only in India and UK, and Johnson & Johnson right now getting approved, and they did not add another one is Novavax, which is actually is also in same boat as Johnson & Johnson. So again, technology comparison, target profile. So the one thing you need to understand is T cell immune response here. Positive means T cell immune response here. So this is their claiming, okay, this is their claiming that other multiple viral antigens based on UK and South Africa viruses. So if they can show data, because this is already spread in US, in India, both UK and South Africa, they can show that it is working on them. This is the most powerful vaccine it will be. So again they are saying safety is really good. There are no major factors that's causing unsafe thing, and phase 3 is enrollment is around 26,000 people, which is more than enough. Okay, so this is the data as I was saying. Okay, so this is about rest of their other drugs they are working on, which I don't care at this point, because Accugen is actually Covaxin at this point. So this is article which basically given by an author. No matter what Bharat Biotech says, Covaxin is not just ready for approvals. Okay, so if you look at who wrote this article, this is written by, okay, so this is written by a professor in cancer biology and fellow in Bangalore. Okay, so this is really written by an article by a PhD guy. So let's get into this article. What he's saying, basically it's not negative. This is 1 month old. Basically what he's saying is, okay, so Bharat Biotech shared phase 1 phase 2 clinical data, okay, with this. These studies indicate safety immunogenicity in human beings. However, Bharat Biotech began phase 3 results November 16th, and they recruited by December 13th 22 13,000 people. Okay, so basically what they are saying is US Food Drug Administration has been very transparent with their evaluation of approved vaccines. Okay, so it is China and Russia which approved vaccines with inefficient phase 3 data. So this is a known thing. US FDA is not going to do like that. They have to wait until they see the phase 3 data and side effects and other ratings. Okay, so more information we need. Bharat Biotech and ICMR need to demonstrate the efficacy of the vaccine through the published data. Phase 3 trials can take time and will be correct ethical way to get vaccine approval. So the government need to be transparent how these approvals are made. Government laws and clear minimum standards approval. For example, FDA has mandated efficacy of 50% prerequisite for EUA. Okay, so this is not a negative article. Okay, so a lot has changed from January 4th, and since they will come, phase results will come in March. We exactly know, but still you need to remember that a lot of claims made by Bharat Biotech, Covaxin, they have to show in phase 3 results. If they do not show, then it is very difficult to believe them, okay, which I think they will going to get more than 60% or 70% efficacy rate. So I'm only speculating at this point. We have to wait for phase 3. So as stock holdings, I'm not selling the stock, I'm holding the stock, and at the same time you need to understand at these prices the stock is very risky. So hopefully you like this video. This is a deep dive into Accugen and so far. So I will keep posting almost once a week about Accugen updates. So please subscribe, wait for my next video on Accugen. Thank you.